Well, there is a definite sense of occasion here as both teams square up to each other with fire in their eyes. This is a day for hope, for expectation, for renewed ambition. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And we're underway.
Andrei Shevchenko, Peter, is a player who can hurt you in so many different ways.
Striking all-rounder.
Yeah, he's got the pace to get in behind, he's got the power, he's got the aerial ability, the versatility, the work rate. He's got it all.
One of the greatest strikers of all time, surely.
Very true.
Ronaldinho. Now it's Shevchenko. He's beaten the last man.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
And here's Messi. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Ronaldinho. Pass somewhat off target. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Burmo. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So,
shooting chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Looking for the run. He's shifting through the gears here. And it's Messi. Shevchenko. And Shevchenko! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Messi is the team's great visionary. That is ended up in no man's land. Ronaldinho. Now it's Shevchenko. Ronaldinho. Messi. That's good. Oh, it's a foul. It could be a penalty. South Africa have themselves a chance from the spot. The major moment in the game. 1-0, just one winner. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
South Africa are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Same again, same outcome.
Miami really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
South Africa already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. Yamal is one whose deliveries we all know about. And it's Messi. Over to the right flank. Bomo. Gehi gets it clear. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He's a sharp little ball here. And that is headed... Impressive jump! And it's been hooked away. Azar. Now it's Yamal. And reclaimed it in a trice. Can he get it through? Now it's Yamal. That looks a good ball through. And the shot! And that's a sharp finish. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Substitution on the field, number 18.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
We're
looking at a different game now.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
And the counter is on. Looking for options for movement. And he's picked out the run. He's picked his way through. He's had a shot! It's a goal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Alexander-Arnold, in early.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Shevchenko. Trossard to Messi. Now it's Batistuta. Well timed, excellent interception. Akanji.
2 added minutes has been
Aimed beyond the defence. Silvestre. Well, there's the clearance. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, that's a key interception. Azar. Well, they can break here. That's it, 45 minutes up. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. So we reached the halfway point.
Well, I can tell you it's been an absolutely fantastic watch, Peter. I wish I could come here every week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautifully unpredictable now.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. The second period is on the way.
South Africa really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Burmo showing great feet there. And Burmo, that's very neat. Silvestre. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Alexander-Arnold tries to play it through. Batistuta. De Ligt simply refused to be outdone there. And that is out of play. De Ligt. And it's Azar. Azar going face-to-face with his great rival.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing. Can he finish? Oh, the ball's come loose here. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Messi looking to play it into the box.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
He leaps for it! Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Batistuta. South Africa really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half. Well, that looks a decent ball. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
60 minutes played. Trossard looking to be a menace in the final third. Dembele. And this is Batistuta. And Batistuta! It's loose and there's a ring. Oh, he's been caught napping. Yamal's cross. Cleared without hesitation. It's a goal kick.
Substitutions taking place.
South Africa can now introduce the first of their substitutes. South Africa are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. And here's Drogba. Knocks it out wide. Now the delivery. And it's claimed by the keeper.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Great vision. And this is Batistuta. Akanji spots it and intercepts. And it's Dembele. South Africa are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Silvestre. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Now getting up there! And he's straight offside. That has been slung wide. Oh, that was vital. And that is well cleared. Vieira. Now it's Drogba. And that was very necessary.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And the shots! And the difference is still one, but only just.
Well, the lead may be fragile, but the keeper was focused and strong.
And we have our very first corner. And he gets rid in a hurry. And it's Alexander-Arnold. There's the shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Messi. And this is Dembele. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. Oh, no messing about, it is red. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort. I do hope it's nothing serious. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied.
He really ended up between a rock and a hard place then, Peter. Probably took the harder choice.
It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. That was travelling. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Knocks it into space. That is a crunching tackle. Can he finish? And a neat finish. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see the more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Oh, he's having a go! Just off target.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
Chouameni. Coming on to replace him is number 23, Vitinha.
Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. De Ligt. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Drogba is firing after that one. Now it's Messi. And he's found a way past. Driving forward. Messi! Oh, nearly. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. McAllister. Messi. And we're done. South Africa played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here feeling utterly deflated.
Please take this opportunity.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So off we go then. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Harry Kane. He's a deadly finisher, Peter, obviously, but he can contribute much more than that for his team. He's got the physical presence to hold the ball up and the awareness to bring pretty much everyone else into play. His best attributes, however, might be his enthusiasm, his energy, and his desire to...
Can he finish? And he couldn't finish.
Drogba deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Showing great feet there. Matheus Cunha. Oh, easy pickings there. And it's Ronaldinho. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Nicely weighted ball. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
And we have our very first corner. It's made its way to him. Oh, and the finish! It's in! And that takes him up to double figures, the first significant goal-scoring landmark. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle. So Jim, this is a relatively unfamiliar formation, but who are the key players within it?
Yeah, I'd say the advanced midfielders, Peter. They're going to have to do all the jobs of, say, a number 8 and a number 10, and an auxiliary striker, if you like. They have to do a lot of the pressing, carrying the ball forward, as well as making sure that the lone man up front doesn't get isolated. Effectively, they're the space invaders in the team.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Now it's Drogba. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Nicely worked. No, that's been intercepted. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Oh, he made it look a bit predictable.
Oh, it's played into the area. And the keeper gets his hands on it.
For my money, Peter, Sergio Busquets was the best number 6 of his generation.
And it's striking, isn't it, how different he is from those bustling box-to-box players who've tended to take that position in the past.
That's right, very, very cagey in the way he operated. No heroic tackles or lung-bursting athleticism, but that's because he doesn't need any of that. He's someone who carved out a role for himself that I think only he can play.
South Africa with the corner, they're first. Messi goes short. Shot, surely! Oh, he's just got under that.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that, and it wasn't far away at all.
Nuno Mendes. And it's Lopez. He's shifting through the gears here. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. No goals as yet. Busquets powering forward here. Nicely spread. He is through here. Yamal's cross. Getting up there. It's hit the upright. That's going to go a long way. Spread it left. Drogba. That has ended up in no man's land. Messi. Vieira. Succumbs to the pressure. Tries to play it through. And they've got a throw. Vieira. Azar plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Vardiol. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Ronaldinho. And this is Azar. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Not the most accurate pass. Yoro. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Here's Vieira. Yoro. Azar. Looking to pass their way up the pitch.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
It's Drogba! Denied by an instinctive save.
Drogba clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
It's their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Good read, needed to be. Portugal are looking to go forward now. Yamal supplying the width on this right-hand side. And it's Rashford. What a throw in. And he's quick to get rid. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Ronaldinho. Vardiol. And it's made its way to him. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Bruno Fernandes. Showing great feet there. Yamal. Oh, that pass isn't the best. That is good progress on the left. Mbappe! And that's gone loose. Oh, what has happened here? He's got away. Elects to cross. Dani Olmo gets flagged offside.
Vamos ter minuto de compensação.
That's been cut out, well played. Rashford. Good play on the left-hand side here. And the referee has signalled for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So, nothing to report so far on the goals front.
After all that probing and testing the waters, here's hoping for a more open second half.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 14. Sai e vai entrar para o seu lugar.
We're on the move again.
Número 47.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
He's picked his way through. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Nicely aimed pass. Pinches it off him. Ronaldinho. Now, can they get him away? Timber gets over and intercepts. Yamal. And it's Olmo. And it's Lopez. Martinelli. He has found the way. Chance for a shot! It's in! Barely into the second half. And already it is heating up. And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Portugal have penetrated for the first time.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
South Africa still this single goal behind. Fermin scooting forward. That looks a cracking ball. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Alexander-Arnold. Messi. No way through there. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Yamal. Now it's Mbappe, and he's been shifted off it. And it's Ronaldinho. That is good alertness. Yamal. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Mbappe! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Mbappe deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him. They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
He's going to be disappointed with that. McAllister is the team's great visionary, and he's found a way past. Real chance! Oh, good finish! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 22.
So we have movement on both benches.
Número 21.
Portugal are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead. Oh, a gilt edge! It's Neymar!
Número 10.
South Africa perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Número 7.
South Africa have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. That's a little off target. Oh, that's well spotted. Messi. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Vieira. He's a sharp little ball here. Now it's Raul. He's found a way through. Vieira. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And this is Ronaldo. That has not gone well. Martinelli. He's had it taken off him. And it's Messi. Now it's Drogba. Could move up a gear here. Pressure coming in from all directions. South Africa have it back and can go again. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Now it's Messi.
That was lovely, that.
Oh, that's fabulous. That's a good ball.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Oh, that's nice. Bruno Fernandes, and a shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
And he's straight offside. And this is Ronaldo. Mendes wins the duel this time. Alexander-Arnold with the foul. Messi. Neymar. And he's in on goal. Matheus Cunha. Vieira.
Foram indicados 4 minutos de compensação.
Mendes running with intent. Engages and forces him off the ball. Shevchenko. And it's Serginho.
Might want to be careful there.
Rudiger with a definite foul there. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me. Yeah, he may feign to shoot and just play it into the box.
Decent hit from there. And that is as far as it goes. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic.